Hello everyone, my name is Deandra Williams. I would like to be called Tooty.d, which is my nickname / middle name. Or you can call me Tooty.d, Tooty, Tooty with the booty, whatever y'all want to call me. People call me so many things. I'm making this video to explain to people how it is to live with sickle cell disease. I am a current sickle cell disease warrior. My mom found out when I believe I was going for my 3-month checkup. And you take all these tests, and my doctor had told her. I really didn't have no reaction to it because I was too young to. But my mom cried. My dad cried. They didn't know, honestly, because I have a big brother and he don't have it. All he really had was asthma. It skipped him. So they figured that, it wasn't possible. My mom has the trait. My dad have beta thalassemia. So that's how I got the sickle cell beta thalassemia, the plus. I got the good kind. But I still have crisis. I still get sick a lot. Right now, girl, my legs are hurting, but is that my doctor, who is my auntie, she kept my mom pretty informed. She had other sickle cell patients. My neighbor is actually my cousin, and she have it too. So people supported our family a lot. So that's a good thing. When I first found out that I had sickle cell, how old do I remember? I remember as soon as I could, because I would always have pain, and my mom would be like, is it sickle cell pain, or is it like joints? Is your joints aching? I never really had a difference. Not in. I just knew I was in pain. So anytime I was in pain, we just figured that it was sickle cell pain. I usually get hospital at least twice or once a year. I have pain meds in here, but I don't really like to take the pain medicine because when I take it, it take over me. I don't know what I be doing. I be high, and then I get weak, and then it make me nauseous. Then I don't like to eat, and then because I don't eat, I get nauseous again. The side effects are terrible. I usually sleep the whole day when I take it. I started off with Tylenol with codeine. I had a liquid form in a bottle, but I hated it so much. It was so nasty, and I hated it. So when I would hurt, I just hurt. Let's say put me in the hospital and they give it to me through IV. Okay, so when I got a little bit up in age, I started taking the pills. Once I took the pills and it wasn't as bad as the liquid, every time I heard it, then I started taking it. I never was really addicted to it. I know people get addicted to it. It wasn't really addictive to me. I could take it and then not take it the next day. I don't crave it. That's just me. And for some years, until this year was a whole lot different. Usually when I have crisis, they be like, your blood clot is kind of okay. It's a little something. Then they may admit me anyway. They'll be like, your bloods are normal. And I'm like, well, I feel this pain. It was always the same pain that will come, mostly in my legs and my arms, around the knee area, the joint, ball and socket joint. Normally around that area, but it will always come and go. And that was it. This year, October the 30th, I woke up Saturday morning. I was hurting so bad. Like my arm, I thought maybe I slept on it. It was hurting so bad. So my mom, she's like, take your medicine. I didn't like it. So I'm like, I'm not finna take that. But I did anyway. And it did help. So, excuse me. So I didn't take it. So then the next day, it was hurting so bad. Like it hurted so bad to the point if I move it or lift up, I would cry. Just cry. My whole left arm, it just wasn't cooperating with me. And it was I don't think it was really cold. It may have been a little breezy, but it wasn't really cold. So, the weather changed. When the weather changed, my body acts up. It really do. It just started acting like it just do what it want to do. So, still was hurting. My mom and them, they don't really like taking me to the hospital because we go all the time. So, we try not to go. We kind of just try to fight it at home. But this time we can't fight it at home. So we just we waited till Monday to take me to my doctor's office. So my auntie I had for 17 years, she retired. So I had a transfer to another doctor. And she didn't really want to accept me because I had sickle cell. And if you're a sickle cell patient, you should know, like, it is hard. It is hard to go to certain hospitals, doctors, because they don't want to accept you. It's not really like something they can cure. You're really just taking pain pills if you choose to. So I went to the doctor's office. So she said, you know what, let's take an x-ray and just, make sure you ain't break nothing. Because, you come in with your arm, you can't move it. You automatically think that you might have broke it or sprung it, whatever the case may be. So, x-ray came back, everything was normal. And I was still having pain. Now, at this point, I'm boo-hoo crying. So my mom like, you gotta do something, because she keep crying, she can't go to school. I had to pick her up. So she gave me a shot of tunnel. It was something. And she gave it to me in my hip. She changed me from the Tylenol 3, Tylenol codeine, Tylenol 3, and they switched me to Narco, which is hydrocodone. So, I took it, and it didn't do nothing for me. It may have, no, it didn't do nothing at all. I went to sleep for a tad bit, and that's it. It wasn't doing nothing. So I went back. I'm crying again. I don't feel good. So they said, you know what? I want you to take an MRI because sometimes the sickles can get stuck in your joints and cause pain. Now, warn y'all, I have a crisis before. I did have one, but I was much younger. So I don't remember the pain. And I always have this pain flow throughout my body, but this time it just stayed in my arm. It wouldn't move, it wouldn't shake, wouldn't do none of that. So me and my mom, we took an MRI early that morning, baby. It was like 7 o'clock, right before the doors open. And we had, we took the MRI and we went back home. And when we went back home, she put me back on the medicine. She said, you know what, I want you to keep this in your system. That always been my mom, keeping it in your system. It don't happen in a matter of seconds. It gotta get in your system. It gotta settle. It gotta work. You gotta do all that. So we waiting. So we get a call from my doctor, and she's like, go ahead and take her to the MRI. That was the case. She is having a sickle cell crisis. It's stuck in her joint. So We ain't never had that before. So my mom, oh, she gotta do a procedure. Like, she thinking that they have to go in and I guess stick it or whatever. And I knew because I'm in class for CNA. I did stride, I did all that. So I know for a fact only medicine can do that. You're talking about cells, okay? Only medicine. So it's like, whoa, I'm in a sickle cell crisis. Like, I always had this pain, but like I said, it come and go. But this time it stay, and I know that if I take blood work, it will say, my blood not right. They always told me my blood was right, and I felt this pain, but it didn't stay. It didn't stay. But now this time it did. So it's like, whoa. All the years, like, I've been feeling sickle cell pain, and I didn't even know it. He went to the ER. First of all, if you're a sickle cell patient, you know that them doctors don't like you coming in there with no type of facts. You could go get an MRI, bring the disc and everything, and they will sit there and tell you that they're wrong. They want to find out themselves. They want to know themselves. So, they gave me blood. First of all, I'm in Florida, Tallahassee. And I go to Tallahassee Memorial. It took us a nice 3 to 4 hours before anybody could ever see me. 3 to 4 hours. And I'm in there crying. I'm losing my mind, y'all. Like, hurting. You in pain. It took them 3 to 4 hours for them to even give me a room. So, I get in the room. Here we go. We waiting, and we waiting, and we waiting, bro. Like, before they can even hook me up or anybody coming to ask me, Miss Williams, what you're doing here? What sent you to the ER today? It just took them forever. And, eventually a nurse came in. He was so nice. He was like the best nurse I ever had, honestly. He was a little old dude, but, he really, like, sensitive, I would say, because I have little veins. As a sickle cell patient, you're supposed to drink a lot of water. No, I don't do what I'm supposed to do. But hey, doctors don't either. Nobody do. So, he tried to give me an IV. So, the arm that was hurting was the arm that I always get an IV from. This time, it wouldn't give. It just wouldn't take. My veins wouldn't be still. They just like moving around. They just wouldn't take. And he tried the other arm. Wouldn't work. Now, I knew they could get in my hand because, I don't know if you can see it, but that green stuff in my hand, those are my veins. They always get IVs in my hands, but I hate it. It hurts so much more, and I just don't like it. But they end up getting it in my hand, and this guy, he told me, he said, if I can get it the first time, I'm not gonna do it no more. And he did it. And he stood in there while the IV team and all them was there trying to get it, and he cried. He had to step out. His eyes was watering. So he was a really good nurse. He really cared for me, and he watched me. He took care of me. He did all that for me. Okay? So the first doctor I had, he was like, who told you this? Who told you it was a sister? Who told you this? He kind of like, he don't believe it. So, I told my parents, like, off the bat, he don't know what he doing. He don't know. He don't know. He don't know what he dealing with. He don't know nothing about sickle cell. I can bet you. And they were like, well, you know how doctors is. They don't like for nobody to tell them do. Because what my parents kept telling them was, oh, the doctor said bring it to the ER and y'all need to admit her. Y'all know them doctors don't like to be told what to do. They think they know everything. Y'all know this. So when my dad coming up talking about my primary doctor told me to be admitted, oh, his face was like, whew. He kind of like, you know what? I don't think so. Just because you come in here talking about, that's how I feel. So eventually he gave me to another doctor, and she was a pediatric doctor, and she came in and she did what she had to do. You feel me? Now she knew what she was talking about. She came in, asked for my cell, little baby, reviewed my blood work, and next thing you know, I was on the pediatric floor. She knew what she was doing. That first doctor, baby, he ain't know what he was doing at all. And then he didn't like the fact that, my dad was telling him that, she need to be admitted. They got to see for themselves. And then, the little rumor that go around by sickle cell patient, we're addicted to medicine. We just want the medicine. We just want to come to the hospital anyway. Not me. Not I. Because I'm a senior in high school, and this is like the most important year. So I did not. I cried because, baby, I have work coming up. Today is Christmas, so it was coming down to not summer, but winter break. So I was like, this is not the right time. But my body was like, you know what? We hurting. Then you come to the hospital. And I had to stay. Okay, so I get in a room, and different doctors come by every day. They try a lot of medicines. I started out with IV medicine, so I was taking. You can't give me morphine because morphine doesn't work, so they gave me Dilaudid. Now, Dilaudid is like another version of morphine, and so I was told, and it works so much better than any narco, any Tylenol, Motrin. They would give me Tylenol through the IV. It was a liquid form. They would give me a whole bottle of it. What else I was taking? Hydrocodone. It just wasn't working. It wasn't doing it for me. And I was always at like an 8 or a 9. So next thing you know, a week go by. Now, before I say anything else, a week went by, right? In my mind, that medicine was so heavy in me. In my mind, it was only 2 or 3 days. I didn't know it was like a week until my boyfriend came, and it was like, you missed a whole week of school. That's not like you. You come to school every day. And I'm like, huh? A week? So that alone tells you how bad it is. Like a week went by and I didn't even know. Like every morning I was waking up, I'm thinking it only been 2-3 days. That's crazy. And normally when I get hospitalized, it lasts 3 to 4 days. It do. But it didn't this time. So they were so eager to take me home that they took me out the IV and they gave me some pill medicine. Baby, I wasn't nauseous, none at all, until they took me out of IV. I started throwing up. If I stand up too quick, I get real dizzy. I just wasn't here for it. So they gave me some Zofran. Y'all know what it is. They gave me some Zofran, and it wasn't really doing what it do. So they upped the dope. So at this time, a whole week went by of medicine, and I have not yet once went to the bathroom. I mean, I peed, urine was there, but I didn't take a bowel movement. So that's when, oh, your sister may be backed up. They getting scared now. So they started giving some Mucilex, stool softeners, things make me go to the bathroom, laxatives and stuff. So eventually I did, but this will make the whole experience go bad, y'all. They put me back on IV, but once they did, a nurse came by and she was like, just to let y'all know that we have a whole lot of infants that are in the emergency room looking for a room in the pediatric floor. and there's none available. So since Deandra is 17, we are going to have to move her up, switch her. So my mom stayed in the hospital the whole while with me. So my dad will come and let her take a break, let her breathe, get out the room, sleep, because she don't get no sleep. I don't either. So that's already too much going on. So he's like, move her? What you mean move her? So they was talking about putting me in a room with someone else, a grown person. And I was okay with it, but at the same time I had this room first. Why the babies can go to another hospital? I'm already here. So my dad was like, if she's not gonna get a private room, just let us know what we can do to switch her to another hospital. Baby, them nurses didn't like to hear that. Oh, wait, well, let us see what we can do. That's how they was. They didn't want me to go because, they don't look good on their end. So they ended up moving me to a new part of the hospital. It was a diabetic floor, and the room was so nice. The bathroom was bigger. I was on the pediatric floor, so everything was small. There wasn't no writing on the wall, no pictures, no butterflies on the top. It wasn't none of that. So it was like a big girl room. Off the bat, I didn't like it. The room was bigger and nice, but I didn't like it because the nurses are so different. Okay? The nurses I had on a pediatric floor, they were so nice. They was trying to get active with me. They was making me get up and walk up and down the hall. They genuinely care. Baby, you went out there with them grown people, and they treat you like a grown adult. Like, I'm not finna baby you, But they wasn't looking at how old I was. They didn't care. Although technically I was a baby, they didn't care. They didn't want to walk with me. I had maybe 2 nurses that really cared, but the rest of them I did not like at all. And then the CNA rubbed me wrong. Like, he didn't, I'm finna take your blood pressure. Can you lift your arm up or anything? No, he snatched my arm. Like, boy, baby, I'm okay. Okay. I did not like it at all. So out the bat, I was crazy. They put me back on the IV medicine, and next thing you know, it was early in the morning, and the nurse came in. Correction, the CNA came in, and she was like, whoa. So she's like, whoa. And I'm like, no, what's going on? She was taking my blood pressure, so obviously it had to be something with my blood pressure. She took the blood pressure, and it was really low, not the normal. So, it was really low. It wasn't the normal. So she called a nurse in. Nurse came in. She checked it. She panicking. So she goes to the next one. She panicking as well. So me and my mom, we sitting like. So I was freaking out, but my body, I was so chill. I was so relaxed. I really didn't pay it no mind. In my mind, I was freaking out, but like in my body, I was just kind of like real calm. Didn't want to move much. So I was taking beta blockers for my heart because my heart was low range. So over the summer, my doctor my cardiologist at Shands Hospital in Gainesville, they put me on beta blockers and a heart monitor. I was done with the heart monitor, but still on beta blockers. And the day I got admitted, the day afterwards, I was supposed to be going back to the cardiologist, but I didn't because I was in the hospital, so I can't go. So next thing you know, we had to cancel it and reschedule. So of course the doctors came by. They talked to my cardiologist, and they told me stop taking the beta blockers because it was interfering with the pain medicine, and I was taking so much pain medicine. So after that happened, my heart rate went up. my heart rate at a normal was 114. So they was like, that's normal when you been taking beta blockers. Once you start taking them, it just happens, It was a normal thing. So slowly my pain started getting better, But at this point, emotionally, mentally, I wasn't doing good. I was I was freaking out. I was like crying because I'm like, why can't I get better? Why am I hurting? Why I'm feeling like this? My mom was taking off for work. She worked at the Capitol of Health. I was crying. I would break down. I would get mad at the nurses when they didn't do nothing. I'm just mad that I'm in pain. I would get attitudes with the doctor. At one point, I didn't want to take the medicine no more. And then the next one day, I started lying. I was lying. I was telling them that I was feeling better. Out of nowhere, my pain went from a 9 to a 5. I was feeling better. I was saying that, I didn't have any pain. And doctors would look at me like, you sure? So, I told on myself. I had got some medicine, got real high. And I told my mom, without even knowing I was telling her. So, next day, she's like, Tootie, you better not be lying. You better not lie. We ain't come here for you to just get shipped home. We want you to get better. Might well go ahead and get an official up now because we don't want to take you home. Then you have to bring you back. So, okay. So, I started telling the truth. And maybe 2 days after I eventually did start feeling better, they started giving me Dilaudid, a lot of Dilaudid, IV and oral, because it was working. So the Dilaudid was working and everything was getting better. I eventually got the hospital. Y'all, my doctors was amazing. Some of the nurses I had was amazing. Whew. But the transportation out the hospital was horrible. This girl was lying to us, talking about, we can't go this way because of safety hazard. But it clearly said patient. I don't know. Basically, it was saying that, you can go this way, taking a patient out. She was lying. She didn't want to walk. Oh, I didn't like that girl. I really didn't. She wasn't helpful. She didn't introduce herself. She just walked in the room like, where y'all park? She didn't say bye, have a good day, happy holidays. She didn't do none of that. So we just left. And eventually when I came at home, it was a struggle. Okay? Because at one point I was taking sleeping medicine at the house. I wasn't getting no sleep. So when I came back home from the hospital, I didn't have none of that. I could ring the little bell and say, hey, I can't get no sleep. Because every time I was going to sleep, I would jump up as if you were falling when you're asleep. I just wasn't getting no sleep. The last week, I was in the hospital for a total of 2 weeks. The last week, I wasn't eating. So I was real nauseous. I had bowel because, I was taking this medicine and with nothing on my stomach. No sleep. I was real weak, y'all. Like, I would be crying at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't go to sleep. And my boyfriend was on the phone asleep and he was getting aggravated because he don't know how to deal with it. My mom and dad was aggravated. It was just a horrible experience. That experience, it did something to me. I feel like I'm a lot wiser and I feel like I growed a little bit because I look at life differently now. I really do. I'm not gonna sit here and like I'm an angel, because I'm not. I was real petty, into the drama, and like ever since then I just been real calm and collective and humble, because it make you that way. You know, it just, it do something to you when you go through something like that. And it definitely helped me. You know, it was worse. It was the worst crisis I ever had, but it helped me so much, being a better person, a better character, being the best I can do. And now I'm ready to live my life to the fullest, because people die. People die from sickle cell. And it could have been me, but it wasn't. And I thank God for that, because if he wasn't there, I could be in the grave. I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be able to see Christmas. I wouldn't be able to have these nice gifts I got today. I'm just like so humble and so gracious for it, y'all. Like, he really did. He really did have his hand over me and my family. And my family, I had so many family members come out, sit with me, bring me nice gifts. My best friend, my boyfriend. After that experience, you know, things just changed my perspective of life. It just really did. It just changed everything. How I deal with every situation, it made me think twice. It made me look at other options. It just made me a greater person. And like, living with sickle cell, it is not easy. It's not icing on cake, you know. It's tough. It's difficult. I used to get bullied for it in elementary. And I always had this saying, you know, if you want to fight me, you know, say something about sickle cell. You know, I would fight in people because they would say, oh, you got sickle cell. They would be like, oh, don't you got sickle cell? Somebody posted me on the spam page and said somebody, and I went to school looking for whoever it was. Y'all, now it just, you know, if you think it's funny, then that's fine. But you gonna reap what you sow. It's hard, y'all. When you go into relationships, you know, they don't really understand. You know, when my boyfriend and me first got together, I didn't get the chance to tell him. People, when they found out we was dating, they was already telling him. I remember he came up to me and he was like, you got a disease, you got a disease. I'm like, it's nothing you can get. It's not contagious. It's genetic, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. And it just been like really hard for him to like dissect that, the pain. My best friend, she worries so much, y'all. It's funny, but it's not. But she worries so much. This light is all in my face, y'all. But the different medicines, I did at one point used to be addicted to it. I would be taking it all the time for no reason. I don't even be sick. I just be taking it. So now I got to the point where I don't want to take it no more. Only if I'm in pain. I'm doing much better. I can go through the day easy with it now. My boyfriend, he easy with it. My best friend, she easy with it. Everything is so much better now. I'm right with God. He definitely a big thing that helped me out. And I'm drinking water. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Go to my doctor appointments. You know, that's like the main thing that you have to do with being a sickle cell patient. Cause you know, sickle cell it's affect me. It's affect me a lot. It affect me heavily. But it not just me though. It affect my mom, her job, my dad, my grandma, other family members, friends, boyfriend, all that. It affect all of them. So I am so happy that now I am humble. I used to be very ashamed about having sickle cell, but now it's to the point where I embrace it. You know, I have it, so it's nothing I can do about it. I would have my friends, all them in September. Y'all know September is sickle cell month, and they will wear red. And National Sickle Cell Day, I believe that's in July, maybe June. It's one of them days that I will wear different types of shirts with sickle cell logo, the ribbons, and I wear red. Red looks for sickle cell. I don't have it on today, but yeah. So if y'all like this video, please like, comment, share, follow me on my social medias, all that. And thank y'all for listening to my story of living with sickle cell.